2018 Nissan Armada. We're going to be doing the rear pads on it. Customer wanted a pad slap, so not turning the rotors or anything. It's 14 millimeter. You just take out just the top bolt. The Nissan, we always try to use the OEM, but we did not have these in stock. It was a day out, so the customer opted for the ceramic pads instead. Get a little screwdriver and pry this out. Let me get a little screwdriver. We're just gonna pry out. If you look before you take it apart, you're gonna see that part of the pad has this little tab on it that pushes it off of the rotor a bit. So it's just something to keep in mind. That's gonna go, can go up top or bottom, but on this one it's up top. Just copy what they're doing. See, it's on the back brake too, and it's up top. All right, so we got those two out. You can replace the sliders if you want. Some people like to even grease the sliders. I stay away from putting the moly coat or the grease on the sliders because it collects dirt and makes it stick. The further it goes in, the more the dirt packs in, and it just becomes a mess. Not worth it. And I don't really ever replace the sliders. So all right, now we're gonna squeeze that guy. We're gonna take one of these old pads here, and we're gonna squeeze that slider or the caliper. We're gonna squeeze the caliper back in. You can use a C-clamp. I've seen people, even I have, in the pinch big channel locks, just and squeeze it in. But I got this little tool over here that I'm going to use. But you know, C-clamp, channel locks, whatever. Get that thing squeezed all the way in. Don't damage the rubber boot. Whatever you do, use the pad. It'll help protect it. If you do damage the rubber boot, time for a new caliper. If your pads are wearing unevenly, these little sliders here pull right out. Rubber boot and everything comes out, and then you can sand them, use a wire brush inside, get it all cleaned out really good with brake clean, and then grease them and stick them back in. Or if they're really bad and stuck, then you're going to want to get them out, clean in there really well, get brand new pins, make sure they're greased good. And but this wore nice and evenly. It wasn't a big deal. I mean, it wasn't even, it was still had some life left on the pads. They could have maybe made it another oil change, but why take the chance, right? Out of there. All right, that's all squeezed in. Now we're gonna go to the pads. I'm gonna show you what to do with the pads. Okay, so this time we're using Duralast Gold brake pads. Again, these ones come with the new springs. That's nice. That's crazy because the old ones did not have that. I don't think these are the right pads. Nope, they got me the wrong pads. Awesome. Got the right pads. There's a part number on those ones. I'll put the Nissan ones in the description below. You know, I'm not a big fan of the ceramics, but this guy won't have it, so that's what he's getting. So there's the explanation here. Okay, so this one needs to be pried apart too. When they're smooth and shiny like that, you need to put some moly coat on it. Actually, I don't think this one does. I think this one's already sealed down. Hold on, let me find out. So no, these ones don't require the moly coat. The Nissan ones, you would take a flathead screwdriver, pry it off, and then there's a moly coat. Here, hold on. A moly coat like this that you would that would come into brake pads, and you would put that on them. These ones have a coating on them already, and this is what's on it, so they don't get it. One singer for each side. and one without a singer for each side. I think the singer's the inside one, so this one's gonna be this other side. So this one, put this part up like so. Again, you don't have to replace them. You can if you want. If they're damaged, definitely, but not hugely necessary. So like that. This is on the outside right there. I just wedged it in and popped it in like that. We're gonna do the same on the other side. The other side's gonna have the singer on it. That is not that side. It is going to be this one. And we're gonna put this up top too. We're gonna wedge it in there. I don't know if you can see it, but you'll know what you're doing once you're in there. Not a big deal. Get it in. The top and bottom. Kind of don't want it to slam all the way in when you're first starting it. You want to get it started and then get it in. I need both hands for that. So the trick is getting both top and bottom evenly started so that it pops in together. And then this tab right here on the outside, you don't want it jammed up or bent over or anything. It needs to go on top. That helps push the pads off the rotor. All right, and this guy's been squeezed shut. Sorry, that light isn't helping. So you just get it in place, push this guy in, boom, and then bolt and tighten it down, and that's it. You do the same thing on the other side. And before you take off, when you start the engine, pump the brakes a few times to get the pads to squeeze down, or you'll roll away. All right, guys, if this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I'll put the parts in the description below. Peace.